And again, this is going to be a special offer on all these parts for JKJL to you 3 million people that have them. It's going to be the largest discount we've ever had. It's only going to last for 40 days, hence our 40-year anniversary. That was Zach's idea.
Dennis Collins is a titan in the car world. You might recognize him from zooming around on Discovery's Fast and Loud, but he's much more than that. When he's not on screen, he's deep in the guts of classic cars, reviving old beauties to their former glory. Behind the gleaming cars and perfect exterior, Dennis Collins faces profound personal challenges. His life, though filled with automotive triumphs, has been marked by personal losses and struggles that few are aware of. Dennis's journey is far from the picture-perfect story it appears to be. Join us as we delve into the tragic life of Dennis Collins, uncovering the heartaches and hardships that have shaped the man behind the automotive legend.
I hate to leave a CJ. I don't mind leaving a Commando.
I
Sorry, Chief Sir Commando guys.
From a young age, Dennis was destined for the driver's seat. His childhood days were spent racing Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars across his bedroom floor, imagining high-speed chases and automotive escapades. Dennis owned a blue 1966 Ford Mustang while in high school, much to the envy of many. After graduating with degrees in economics and finance from the University of Texas at Dallas, he knew life was about to begin. After college, life quickly steered Dennis towards entrepreneurship. Once he realized he was built for business ownership, he launched Collins Bros Jeep in 1984, specializing in kitting out Jeeps with the finest parts and expert service. Not stopping there, he expanded his empire with Black Mountain Jeep conversions. Slowly but surely, he began to build an empire for himself. At the helm of Collins Brothers Jeep for nearly 3 decades, Dennis has steered his business into the forefront of Jeep restoration and conversion, focusing exclusively on the Wrangler and CJ series. Back in '84, Jeep CJs were all the rage, and folks craved a ride that screamed badass. Collins Bros Jeep heard their call and delivered. From '84 to '07, thousands of CJs, YJs, and TJs roared out of Collins Bros Jeep stores. Then, in 2007, entered the Jeep JK, the reigning champ of all Jeeps. Black Mountain quickly pivoted, crafting off-road gear at unbeatable prices and even slinging their own Black Mountain Edition Jeeps. Now, they're not just stateside, they're also quite popular in Europe and the UK. But Dennis's business orientation is only made possible because of his love for cars, vintage cars especially. And when you think vintage, the Nash-Heeley line reigns supreme, and Dennis Collins, he's the keeper of its history. With over 200 Nash-Heeley relics passing through his hands, he's practically a living encyclopedia of these coveted sports cars. Take for instance Goldie, the meticulously restored 100-6 two-seater, a gem among gems. But the crown jewel was the chassis in 2001. Believed to be the inaugural Nash-Heeley ever crafted, its restoration was a labor of love for Dennis, who dubbed it the first purpose-built American sports car. Sure, there's debate on that claim, but if it truly holds that title, its value skyrockets. Imagine this car was only $8,000 in its heyday. After pouring heart and soul into restoring the iconic chassis in 2001, Dennis faced the bittersweet moment of letting it go, and boy, did it make waves. At the Worldwide Auctioneers in May 2013, it made a record sale by hitting a record-breaking $500,000. But wait, there's more. In a jaw-dropping twist, when Dennis caught up with it in an interview, the same car had fetched nearly $1 million. Dennis is a record breaker and automotive enthusiast. Together with Fast and Loud's Richard Rawlings, they broke the Cannonball Run record by driving a 1999 Ferrari F50 Maranello from New York to Los Angeles in 31 hours and 59 minutes. They may have been outdone, but their feat is legendary. Their 1978 Jaguar XJS once crossed the country in 32 hours and 51 minutes, setting a record. Dennis has style and speed. He displayed his impressive 28 Jeep CJs, including an immaculate 1986 CJ7 on YouTube. Dennis's $1 million lineup of Jeep icons shows that it's not only about speed, it's about the adventure and ride. Dennis's passion for vehicles made him popular among collectors and enthusiasts, but Fast and Loud made him famous. The show made us appreciate his abilities even more. However, in this story of success, there's a dark cloud. You see, while Dennis seemed to have had it all, there was something that was taken from him, something he could never ever recoup ever again. Dennis Collins is an avid car collector, but his son, Derek, was a speed lover. In 2019, Dennis faced one of the most disastrous moments any parent could go through: the death of his son. The news of Derek's death spread like wildfire, leaving everyone in shock. Derek had taken his bike out for a ride, as usual. Unfortunately, it would be the last time he'd ever ride a bike, as he was involved in a fatal accident that took his life. Since June 2019, Derek's Instagram page has remained inactive, with his last post dedicated to his best friend, praising their beauty and humility. Derek's funeral is held on July 19th at Wildwood Chapel on Greenfield Avenue in Dallas, Texas. Derek was born in 1989 in Texas. He lived a relatively quiet life, and his brother, Connor, fondly remembers him as someone with incredible zest for life and a devoted father to his loving daughters. Connor wished he had spent more time with his brother, just like their father wished he had done too. However, thanks to Dennis, Derek's life was somewhat fun-filled as he was actively involved in the automotive industry. Until his passing, he was part of Collins Bros Jeeps. How did Dennis Collins take the death of his son, you'd ask? Pretty bad. Let's be honest, no one wants to have to bury their children. For Dennis Collins, this unfortunately happened. After announcing the death of his son, Dennis's life took a drastic turn. He took a few weeks off social media, stayed away from TV shows, and has since stuck to YouTube. Away from tragedy, Dennis Collins is a man who cherishes the simple joys: his family, his life, and his deep passion for Jeeps and classic cars. He and his wife, Kimberly, his pillar of support, have shared over 2 decades of marriage. Together, they have raised their sons and daughter, Kelsey Collins, who has grown into a vibrant competitor in the automotive business. Dennis often shares glimpses of his family life on social media, including touching moments like surprising Kim with a diamond ring for her silver wedding anniversary. The family enjoys a peaceful life in their cantilevered home overlooking a golf course in Richardson. In addition to his well-known role on Discovery Channel's Fast and Loud alongside Richard Rawlings, Dennis Collins has appeared on other television programs that showcase his automotive expertise. In 2007, he was featured on the TV series Bull Run: Cops, Cars, and Superstars, which highlights high-stakes car races across America. Later in 2017, he appeared in the documentary Garage Rehab, where he lends his knowledge to help struggling automotive businesses revamp and succeed. Dennis and Richard Rawlings first crossed paths at a Harley-Davidson invitational ride from Dallas to Daytona. Bonded by their mutual passion for all things automotive, this encounter sparked a friendship that would fuel countless adventures and spark ventures in the world of car collecting and restoration. Together, they've tackled record-breaking cross-country races and high-stakes restorations, turning their shared interests into epic tales of motorized prowess. Although they've been friends for more than 20 years, Dennis makes more money than Richard Rawlings. There's no exact figure as to how much he earned on Fast and Loud, but he's estimated to have about $30 million. Why? He's a car collector, of course. Of course he'd have lots of money. How about a glimpse into some of the cars he's collected? In 1990, Dennis set out to turn his dream into a tangible, roaring reality by building his ultimate car, the Super Boss. Fueled by his love for antique cars, he crafted one of the most lavish Mustangs ever, now valued at over $1 million. This masterpiece is so unique that it doesn't have a VIN. It was never registered with Ford Motor Company. After pouring $300,000 into bespoke, top-of-the-line customizations and an additional $200,000 to perfect it, Collins made the tough decision to sell it at the Barrett-Jackson auction, parting with it before he could even take it for a spin. At the prestigious Bonham's auction, part of the J. William Marriott Jr. Collection event in Newport Beach, California, Dennis made headlines by selling 6 Ford Mustangs for a staggering total of $1,853,500, setting a new world record for the most money paid at auction for a single mark. The standout sale was a 1966 Shelby GT350H Fastback, fetching $242,000, well above the anticipated $200,000 to $300,000 range. Dennis also smashed expectations with his 1967 Shelby GT500 Fastback, which soared to $258,750, doubling its estimated price of $80,000 to $120,000 and setting another world record for price per vehicle. There's another car that will make you respect this man a lot. It's the 7-Up Fox Body Mustang. The 7-Up Fox Body Mustangs have an interesting backstory rooted in a marketing idea that took an unexpected turn. Initially, these cars were meant to be a part of a very limited production, only 30 units, intended for a giveaway contest during the 1990 NCAA basketball finals. However, the giveaway was canceled, prompting Ford to shift gears. Rather than scrapping the idea, Ford expanded the production of 5,000 units and rebranded the Mustangs as a special edition to commemorate the car's 25th anniversary. Each of these 7-Up LX convertibles was equipped with the robust 5.0-liter V8 engine from the Fox body era, boasting nearly 255 horsepower. They featured an eye-catching deep emerald green clear coat metallic paint, paired with a pristine white leather interior and a matching white convertible top, making them instantly recognizable and highly collectible. Guess what? Dennis is one of these beauties. He modified it a bit and sold it off at an auction for over 80 G's. And these are just some of the cars he's owned and collected over the past few years. He's got over 20 antiques, and he's not showing signs of slowing down anytime soon.